Hey everyone!
Hello.
Welcome to Mock Flicks, episode 24. I'm Michael Nier. What's up?
That's us, Mock Flicks. We make shows. We watch movies.
Yeah, we try to watch movies that are on Netflix, but they keep removing them days before we do our show. I'm Michael Nierstead, joined
I'm
as
Kevin Hotelin.
Yeah, and this Mock Flicks is where we mock Netflix instant movies, and we were supposed to do today Abduction with Taylor Lautner, but literally in the last few days they removed it because I checked and it was there, and today it's not. So
yeah, it is. So that is the bad news. We can't do the movie Abduction today. But the very good news is that means we're moving up next week's planned movie, which is While You Were Sleeping.
I like to call it Coma Love.
Coma Love, yeah, that's
Coma Love.
pretty much. It's pretty accurate. Now let's the cast. What we got? Sandra Bullock. We got. Was it Bill Pullman?
Bill Pullman. We got Peter Gallagher.
Peter Gallagher, that's right, yeah.
He sucks in this movie, but fortunately he's mostly in a coma, so it doesn't matter. But he does suck in this movie. Jack Warden's in the movie, who is... I'll point him out. You'll know who he is the second you see him. You'll be like, oh, that guy. That guy. Yeah, old guy and everything.
Sure. He is definitely that guy. So, we'll just... I guess I'll read off the premise real quick. The movie is just as completely immoral as the premise sounds. Sandra Bullock plays a transit worker who rescues a handsome commuter, then pretends to be the comatose man's fiancé while falling for his brother. This is actually the plot of this movie. That is correct. How do you write that on paper as a one line and pitch that movie? How do you pitch that movie?
Yeah, because as a producer, I would go...
That's literally how. You just answered the question by taking a drink of beer. Well,
that was me stalling for time.
No, that was you explaining how they managed to get this movie greenlit.
Just
lots of alcohol.
Cocaine alcohol.
That's the only way I can figure it out.
Simultaneous uppers and downers. You know, if I was a producer, and I don't agree with this, but I know a lot of Hollywood agrees that, and you see by what movies they make, is they don't want unlikable characters in their movies. They don't want people...
This is especially true in, movies, these types of romantic comedies, particularly movies with, like, Sandra Bullock from the 90s. These are movies that do not have, like, these immoral characters who are... pretty horrible.
But yet a lot of them do. A lot of them do have those. It's weird, like Runaway Bride. We already watched that. That definitely had
it's the syndrome they have now, where they manage to take a character who does only terrible things, but they make it lighthearted enough where the character seems like they're not that bad.
They're still likable, but if you look at like their actions, they're fucking horrible human beings.
Right, and the thing that's weird about it, though, is that they're not likable based on the performance. They're likable based on the plot because the dialogue wraps itself around these weird situations where the people always underreact.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Like, they're like, oh, like Runaway Bride. It's like, she ran away from 3 weddings? Man, that's crazy. I can't believe someone would do that. If you were a real person who did that, you'd be like... You are horrible. You're shit. You ruined 3 people's lives, basically. You're a piece of shit. But the movie presents itself in a way where the character is allowed to do these things because people don't give them the proper reaction. And you will see that in spades in this movie.
Well, it obviously worked because on Rotten Tomatoes this had 80%. Can't do Metacritic because it's kind of too old of a movie. But
Metacritics are always kind of weird with older movies.
Yeah, Anthony Lane from The New Yorker, he's rated a top critic, says, Bullock knows one of the secrets of doing romantic comedy, treating the romance as a good joke.
And that's I mean, really, that's exactly what I said.
Yeah.
If everything's wacky and a joke and no one gets that upset, then it's not that bad. But the reality is that it's worse than that bad.
This one's confusing. I don't know if this guy saw the right movie. He said, compared to While You Were Sleeping, even the half-baked scenario of the Marissa Tomei Robert Downey Jr. romance, Only You looks witty and inventive. So I guess he's saying like this other movie that's similar is better.
That's not a good way to write a review.
No. It's
the review
really
only
stupid.
applies to the people who have seen the other movie, which, by the way, it's a much lesser-known movie than this one, so that doesn't even work.
Now, here's the best part. Okay, so these are basically the same reviews, but one of them's positive and one of them's negative in the rating. So this one's from the New York Daily News. Jamie Bernard. A cute premise with engaging leads, but little else to keep you awake. That was a negative review. Positive review from Lisa Schwartzbaum from Entertainment Weekly, who I think is a terrible critic. But Bullock just about knocks herself exhausted being winsome and lovable. It's basically the same exact... It's the same exact review. Because the other person says that the leads are good, but still a bad movie. And then she says that basically the only good thing about the movie is that the leads are good. But one's a good review and the other one's not.
It's, I think a lot of this probably hinged on whether the person liked Sandra Bullock or not. Because this is not a movie that you're recommending based on the awesome script or, direction or anything. This is like, can you stand Sandra Bullock hamming it and being a horrible person, but in a wacky manner for an hour and a half? And if not, then you'll hate it. There's one or the other.
Well, I can. That's why we picked this movie this week.
Well, people like you and I absolutely love this movie because it really just goes against all reality to present this horrible... It's like if they could tell the same exact story, but with a dark tone, and people would be like, this movie's dark. This person's horrible. And that's how I feel about a lot of romantic comedies. Actually, it would be great to make a list of movies like that. Runaway Bride is another one, but there's a lot of examples of that. I think it would be great.
It's funny. So I was telling Ellie that we were going to do this movie next week originally, but I was saying, hey, you should join us for this movie because I think it will really piss you off. Because that's what I like doing to Ellie. I like showing her movies that make her really mad. And she goes... I told her it was While You Were Sleeping, and she's like, "Is that the movie with the woman who falls in love with the guy in the coma or something?" And I go, "Yeah, that's it. Have you so you've seen it?" And she goes, "No, I haven't seen it, but my friend saw it and literally told me the entire plot of the movie multiple times when I was a teenager." So she So she
So did
knew.
her friend tell her the plot because she liked it, or because
she liked it? She liked it.
That's bizarre.
But yeah, so she knew the entire plot
of movies that you really like to people. Usually I do that with movies I hate because I'm like, this is what happened. You're not gonna believe this shit. But when I like a movie, I just go, you can probably watch that. It's really good. I don't want to give anything away.
Yeah.
No, that's weird to me.
It's
also
weird.
Multiple times. She must have really liked it.
Yeah, multiple times. Yeah. So, do you want to go over the rules on how this all works?
Yeah, sure. So here at Mockflix, what we do is we watch movies on Netflix, and we talk over them through the Twitch stream, obviously. Now, if you have not joined us before, there's a few things that you should make sure to do. Number one is turn on your Netflix closed captioning, i.e. subtitles, because you will not be able to hear the movie that well when we're talking. And if you really want to watch this movie, unironically, God save you, you can just watch it and don't do it with us, because we are not going to give you a chance to listen and take in all of the
nuance,
the coma-related plot points. The finer details may fly right by your head. If you do happen to be desynced or you join us later, though that doesn't really help you if you're not watching this on YouTube, I guess, because you won't hear me. But you can sync up the movie with the little timer that we're going to have in the bottom of the screen. So that should be the same as your Netflix timer. And
yeah,
I guess that's about it.
Yeah, so let's get started. Is everyone ready? Ready?
Oh, get up from your comas. Go sync up.
Let's find out what true love is. I want to know what love is, and I want you to show me in a coma.
When I wake up.
This is a lot like God, what's that fucking Hard to Kill or whatever with fucking Steven Seagal, where he's in a coma for 10 years.
Oh,
at the beginning of the movie, he wakes up and he just has a beard. It's like 10 years, he has a beard, just a little beard. he gets in like a fight right away. His legs wouldn't be like silly putty, you know.
Yeah, it'd be like atrophied to hell and stuff. No, he's fighting. It's Steven Seagal though. He doesn't need to wait.
I think the lamp is ready, guys. Thank you, Professor Gascan. All right, so on 1, 2, 3 on go. So I guess 4. Start your engines. All right, are you ready?
I am ready.
All right. Make sure my timer doesn't do anything. Okay. 1, 2, 3, go. All right. Hollywood Pictures. They don't exist anymore.
Yeah, now defunct.
Oh, they got bought by Disney and they rolled it into some other bullshit.
Oh, I didn't know Disney bought them.
Disney makes all quality movies.
Or just buys everything.
I can't tell you Caravan Pictures is not around anymore. They produced a shit ton of movies. What a perfect song to start a romantic comedy with.
Yeah, totally.
This probably cost more for the rights to this song than Bill Pullman's entire contract.
Where does this take place? Do we know that yet?
Is it Chicago?
That looks like it.
I think it's Chicago. Look at this fucking font.
Yeah.
It's good font.
They had to dig deep in the Windows
so
curvy for that one.
It's so curvy. Coma Love! Gonna love. Coma Love!
This is where Peter Gallagher gets hit by a train.
I gotta say, this movie does not look like it's from 1993, I think it was.
95.
95. It looks way older right now. This looks like 90.
Yeah. I know you Chicagoans love your hot dogs.
Yeah. Dude, they fucking butchered.
I think I got a concussion.
Yeah. He slammed his head.
How hard he fell? They probably left the fucking camera on the rink all day just to get that shot of this guy hurting himself.
They actually shot with a tranquilizer gun. I just didn't see it from the other side.
Back to him being pulled off on a stretcher.
John Turteltaub. No idea.
Mm-mm.
They fucking butchered that song. They chopped that thing up into a complete nightmare. Like, what the hell was going on? It was like first verse, bridge, chorus, bridge. Like, what is going on?
Usually worse.
Oh yeah, lovely sunflower seeds.
And I would sit on his shoulders and narrate.
I realized that he was actually just singing Men at Work Down Under, and I just didn't realize.
You can tell by this like little monologue here, alright, how cookie cutter this writing is gonna be.
When I got her pregnant.
You know, that guy looks a little like Peter Gallagher.
Yeah, he does.
You know what they say? Women tend to fall in love with men in comas who look like the father. But, you know, it's a little weird. It's crazy.
Man,
They
ladies,
made her look bad.
Yeah, ladies loved Peter Gallagher in the 90s. They thought he was like such a fucking handsome dude.
It's because he's all sex lies and videotapes, man.
I think he's a good looking man, but I also think he wouldn't be considered nearly as good looking today. That square jawed kind of.
That's a very 90s look he has.
Yeah.
Thick ass eyebrows, wavy, like, big hair, kinda, you know.
Light. Oh, whoa! You got like Canadian all of a sudden.
Oh shit!
What broke?
Yeah, what crashed on a Christmas tree? Oh, I see.
Oh, so it fell and went like that, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
I love how he yelled, "Lucy, Lucy!"
Is that how people usually get trees up to their apartment, by pulling it up a rope?
Hey, she works as a toll booth operator. She's not the sharpest tool in the shed. And look, she bought a sweater that's like easily 4 sizes too large for her. She doesn't understand
basic. Zips in it. She's got all sorts of shit in there. She's like Inspector Gadget.
If she went to a grocery store, that security guard would keep a very close eye on her.
Listen to that.
Hey!
Hey, I see you got my sweater there. Uh-huh.
Hey, I may want to enjoy your sweater being taken off. Like that Weezer song that's a hit right now. It's 1995.
How would you like to see my butt crack?
Do you think that's on his SAG reel? Just like bending over. And bending over.
Does everyone in the city know her?
Yeah. Sage like black man. Sage like black man. We've been getting a lot of those lately. I love Sage like black man. We had Isaac Hayes. You know, it could happen to you. Time to do a plot.
The only magical Negro I like is Bagger Vance. Thank you very much. Cookie cutter writing.
And you're a loser. You're just a loner.
I promised my kids. You don't have anybody. Yeah, there it is. There it is. We got it. We established.
You said it, I didn't. Oh god, every fucking like late 80s movie, early 90s had like Bad Blues.
Professor Gascan made the best point. He said, I like how the only black people who show up in these, I'm assuming it means romantic comedies, are upper middle class black men. Like,
yeah,
every one of them.
That's
it's
true.
The only black people in these movies. It's so ridiculous. And this is Chicago.
Yeah, Chicago has a very large black population.
Yes, it does.
And let me tell you, if she's a toll booth operator, she'd be living around a lot of those. She'd be living in the dead center of Chirac. She wouldn't be fucking living in North Side.
Chirac, I never heard that. Chirac.
You gotta get up on your Kanye.
It's a new one to me.
Actually, they had a Vice thing on it too. They called it Chirac. Like all the people there call it Chirac because like more people die there than they do in Iraq, so they started calling it Chirac.
Oh, really? That's crazy.
By gun violence, more people die More Americans die, at least. Not
Boy,
Iraqis don't count.
I would change his 20 anytime. I'd even let him pay with 100. I would get crazy. Why?
Well, you're so sad.
That is seriously the saddest person. What? The guys ran away?
Yeah, without his bag. Did he even grab the bag?
Yeah, what? Sir, 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 maybe you should pull his ass out. Highly trained Chicago toll booth operator.
There's urgency. Why are you petting him? Just move him off the tracks.
Those trains don't take that long to stop. Just gonna throw that out there. If you
That's
moved
true.
up and went, hey, stop the fucking train, well, now it's too late. But back there, it would have been okay.
Yeah. Do you think he even would have been ran over?
Probably not. The train's elevated a bit.
Yeah.
You know, generally when people hit their heads and go into comas, they wake up for a minute before.
Yeah, they do. They do.
They're
That's
like-
exactly what they do.
And if you wake up after you hit your head and then you get knocked back out, you probably have a cerebral hematoma and you need to go to a doctor immediately because you're gonna die within like 2 hours. That's what happened to Natasha Richardson.
Oh, right. I forgot about that.
Fun fact. Ironically, I can't tell when I have a cold. That's basically the only medical fact I know.
He suffers from being confidently handsome.
Not the rugged kind, though.
Dr. Dick MD. That just means he's a doctor. They're mostly like that because they have to deal with people all day.
Dr. MD, MD.
Most doctors are dicks, but I understand why. Because they literally tell people all the time what to do, and people don't listen to them. You know, just don't walk on it for a week and you'll feel better. And then they come back in.
And then also they deal with people like me and you who go in and get a checkup and then listen to them and leave and either do or don't do anything. But they also deal with a large portion of people who come in like 3 times a week.
Yeah, with nothing wrong.
15 different conditions. That would be the most infuriating thing on earth.
Oh yeah, Peter Boyle's in this. He's really bad in this movie, if I remember right. And I kind of like Peter Boyle.
Oh yeah, he can be really funny, and he can be good and stuff too. Just like he's a good dramatic actor in the right role.
See, it was an accident. Now, most people, what they would say is they would go, "Oh no, I just saved his life." Wouldn't make him
exactly.
sound.
And then that person would be revered for saving him.
Yeah. That guy. That's the guy I was talking about. That old guy.
Yeah.
The mustache. He's in everything, ever. I love that doctor. What is she doing in here? Wouldn't the cop clarify this right away? Like, oh yeah, she was working. Like,
what is this? Who is this other guy going like, it's supposed to be family only? He's like a doctor. Why would he give a shit who's in there?
He would maybe say something once and then go, oh, fuck it, I'm too busy.
Yeah, exactly. It's fortunate that all these doctors and nurses are hanging around for the only person who got admitted to a Chicago hospital in the last hour.
Well, he does have money, so it makes sense.
That's true. The amount of treatment you get is also directly proportionate to how thick and full your eyebrows are, so...
I would say you stop talking to yourself out loud, especially in public places.
That's also good advice. One thing at a time, Michael.
Wait, that's all it takes? You just ask a doctor, can I have some nitroglycerin? Oh, yeah, okay, cool.
You want to strap me up on that morphine drip? You mean the patient? No, I mean me.
Me, shoulder sore.
We'll just go with that.
I was fishing, I caught a big one. Hurt my shoulder. So, what do you do? I work at a toll booth. Oh.
See, this part is great. Because this is what would happen. They would all just be staring at her like,
good acting. This is bug-eyed. Wait, what?
Lines.
I will gladly go in with your delusions of grandeur.
Yeah, exactly.
It was his ability to make monster cars.
I could fix all of these things, or I could just continue saying yes.
It's like a good improv act. In a romantic comedy, you always say yes. You never say no.
It's pretty true.
Yeah.
It's like Made in Manhattan. You go, should I put on this rich woman's clothes for no reason? Yes. Yes, I should. Why wouldn't I? I want to feel rich. I'm not going to ask.
I can tell you
about it.
I can tell you for a fact that scene did not need to be in the movie. It had no purpose.
I can tell you for a fact that someone wanted to cut it out, and someone else did not let them do it.
This movie's short enough already.
Actually, this movie's like an hour 45. It's way longer than it needs to be.
Then the black guy just pops around the corner and goes, "But you have no family!"
This woman would probably have PTSD after almost being killed by a train, too.
Yeah, that doesn't even matter. She doesn't even fucking care.
Yeah.
It's so true. She's like, well, that was weird.
Yeah, exactly. You're like a symbol of my crippling loneliness.
So do you think he's just hearing Metallica's One in his head right now?
Johnny got his gun.
Kill me! Kill me! I know.
You know, I can't even count the number of movies where Sandra Bullock talks to herself. So it's a
lot.
It's got to be like
it's a lot.
At least 8 or 9 movies.
She does it in Speed.
Yes. I think she does it in Miss Congeniality. Probably both of them.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, she definitely does it in that. That movie sucks.
Yes.
She was nominated for a Golden Globe for that movie.
Oh, really?
Yep. You know, I think this is working. I think this relationship is really equitable. He's actually not been in a coma for like the last 10 minutes. He's just like, just act like you're sleeping. Don't reciprocate. And then he accidentally slipped back into the coma because he was sleeping.
Let me put this in into a frame of reference that you can kind of relate. If this movie were filmed and she were dumber looking, she would be the exact same character as that woman who dances with Bernie in Weekend at Bernie's 2 in the conga line. She's doing the same thing right now. The same exact thing.
It's true. Is Weekend at Bernie's 2 on Netflix?
God, I wish it were, but no, it's not. And believe me, I have checked.
You check every week. I'm the same with The Last Dragon. Like, Last Dragon is like every fucking week I wish. Fucking
wish. Hope upon hope. No, because that's insane.
I have. It was weird. I did it for a whole night, and the next day I was like, you know, it's kind of fucked up what I did, and I never did it again. So this means that probably after today, she'll not do it again, right?
Would a woman who looked like Sandra Bullock really be that lonely? Is that possible?
I think where they made a mistake is she's not divorced. I think if she was divorced, then it would be a little bit more believable.
Yeah, then she'd have something to be. Maybe she just has some kind of like serious social issues or something. Well, she does because she talks to comatose people, but. Damn, I'm gonna disappoint my boss. What?
How did they all get
this?
Yeah, with his stand?
Were they all tiptoeing through the hospital?
Hey!
Gotcha!
That's a good point, Kobe Bryant, that he rolled onto an active electric rail.
Oh yeah, huh? He would have been dead instantly. And so would she, because she tried to grab him.
Oh. We insist. That woman's bad. She is really bad.
She's not too great. Smile politely and creepily. Are they reusing that shot? It's not. Actually, they're not. I can tell you right now, they're not. They just told her to do the same thing like 8 times. Jesus, lady.
Why is this happening to me?
Dalton Clark. Yeah.
I don't even know what that sentence meant.
I didn't mean to stab through his ball sack. Come on.
Sage like black man. Sage like black man.
The only person I talk to is my old black boss, who constantly reminds me of how I have no family.
good. That was good. Good eye roll.
What?
That sounds horrible.
That's not stress related. I want to let you know that. As an unrelated issue. Your intestines don't just explode. Hungry woman.
Yeah, Radio Robo, you're totally right. It was kind of what Kevin said about this could be a much darker movie, but Kobe Bryant's just changed it to the guy's point of view. That would be the Metallica 1 video, so it would work out pretty well.
Ew!
She's eating Oreos and cat food?
No, she's dipping it into her cat's milk.
That's gross. Just get a cup.
The cat eats cat food and drinks with the milk, and the milk was full right next to her! The jug!
What a filthy woman.
That's disgusting.
It is gross.
Your cat's been licking out of that. Your cats lick their own assholes, lady.
She died later of MRSA. I got you these nice poinsettias. Oh, thanks.
She dies of MRSA, and then he comes to visit her in the morgue and falls in love with her.
Where did you walk from? Do you live nearby?
I know.
Where the fuck?
Everyone in this is the smallest Chicago I've ever seen.
Why do you sit down? Should you go inside? What the fuck is going on? Zeoborg, you're completely right. Christmas 90s is poinsettias. Poinsettias, or what? I don't know.
They love them. They love them.
We used to sell them every year at our school. I would sell any. Fuck it. I was a rebel. No, mainly because it was for school events I didn't participate in, so why bother selling shitty flowers?
This movie's really bizarre to me so far because it's like, it feels like movie making, like romantic comedy 101, except for the premise.
Mm-hmm.
Everything else is like so standard fare romantic comedy, but the premise is so insane. It's really weird.
Yeah, it is weird.
By that I mean Oxycontin.
Snort them every day.
Even you.
Oh.
Would this character ever go to that?
Okay, the way they have set up this character, yes. She ate out of her cat's milk thing. Like, she obviously doesn't know social norms or, like, just human norms in any way.
I think
hey, it's Citizens Gifts. Citizen Gifts.
This woman has Asperger's.
Yeah. By the way, Ellie and I were watching a show yesterday called Diggers. It was about people with metal detectors. We watched it for like 5 minutes.
Wow.
It was a reality television show, and I swear to you, the main guy had Asperger's. He was getting, like, way too excited about, like, finding a special old dime that was worth, like, $1,000. Like, he was spurging out, like, big time.
Talk about scraping the bottom of the barrel.
It was unwatchable. It was so bad.
Those are the guys that people avoid on the subway. The type of people who dig on the sand with metal detectors. And these are the people they're making a show about now?
Yeah.
Anyway, back to this great movie.
Yeah. This doesn't taste like cat piss.
I brought you a big jar of milk that my cat drank out of. I put the Oreos in it before I came over just to get them nice and soggy.
It's from Citizen Gifts.
I almost feel like this movie's unfair because it's too easy to make fun of. It's like every single thing that happens is funny.
I love having a family.
Cordless glue gun.
Yeah, I know.
Cordless glue gun.
Why would it need to be corded?
Why would he need a glue gun? What is he doing with it?
Oh no, maybe he's a big fan of Joann's fabrics.
Oh my god.
Judging by those stockings, maybe.
Yeah, he could have made that grandma one easy.
Like, they obviously didn't spend a lot of time on Lucy's.
Well, we just found out about her 2 days ago. Uh-oh. Wouldn't this woman be an emergency contact for this guy?
Maybe not, but it's still stupid.
Fair point.
She has agreed to marry him on an answering machine. Like,
Yeah,
that would
yeah, that's
never happen.
That is a very good point. No one has done that, like, ever. No one would say, "Oh, all right, I'd leave you a message to let you know."
Mommy's just sleeping.
Finally, it's Pullman time. She's your love interest.
Well, you are there super late, so why wouldn't you stay the night?
This is the most jovial family who just had their son and or brother go into a coma.
No big deal.
Yeah, it's like they're all celebrating, they're all hugging and laughing. He's in a coma, for Christ's sake.
They love showing people falling.
Yeah, what is with this movie?
Is this like showing you the scourge of comas? Like people with head injuries falling down.
This movie head injury.
And then the twist was at the end, you find out that Sandra Bullock's character had a brain injury when she was younger and has TBI. So she just fucking like does weird shit, like eats out of her cat's milk and fucking. And at the end of the movie, she marries Gary Busey.
I would watch that movie.
I would love to see a movie with like a really like established female lead, like Julia Roberts, Sandra Bullock.
Did I tell you I know a guy personally, like, know him somewhat well, who was in a movie with Gary Busey, like, acted
No.
with him, yeah.
How'd that go?
I won't say the movie because you could probably deduce the guy if I did.
Yeah.
It'd be a little rude, but it's not a good movie. It's not good at all. He didn't say much about him. He said he was crazy, but he wasn't like a dick to him. He was just nuts.
I would just love for someone to make a standard romantic comedy, like completely standard, but with Gary Busey as the male lead.
Oh wow, that is such a great idea.
It would be good.
That movie would not be popular, but no, it would never be forgotten. You know, like people would remember it years later.
That would be the catchphrase on the box. Nice outfit, Bill. It's a flannel with a tie.
Yeah, he looks awful in that. It's ridiculous.
Not as bad as her with the pink.
No, that's a joke outfit. That's what they dress old ladies as in the 90s. They always dress them like that. I don't know why.
You know, I always loved like how shitty people dress in movies. Like they're supposed to be dressed nice, but they end up just looking bad.
I think they just try to make them memorable outfits. That's why. Not necessarily good, just memorable.
Marijuana.
Damn. Who would do that?
I could steal all his stuff.
Just breaks into song.
Credit cards.
That guy had a lot of credit cards.
He has pictures of himself in his wallet. He's
Yeah,
already the biggest asshole on the planet. Who does that? Here's a picture of me.
Such a good point.
I had to remind myself how awesome I was here and there.
And it's himself, like, playing tennis and stuff.
This makes no
This is
sense.
even more bizarre.
What are you gonna do with the hammer? Okay, I thought he was gonna hit the car with it or something. Maybe he is. Y'all, I gotta tell you, a hammer wouldn't do much to a wingnut.
No.
And I'm an idiot with mechanical stuff, but
Once I learn how to read, I'm gonna get real good with this hammer here, eh? Yeah.
I've been practicing with these Seuss books. 1 fish, 2 fish.
I'm gonna beg a penny till it makes me a new medallion.
Gonna take it to the wharf, get it flattened. What?
I don't know. That was every scene with that guy is completely unnecessary.
Yeah.
He's just.
I hate that shot.
His comic relief character has no bearing on the plot at all.
Don't mind if I do. This seems like a good idea.
Yep.
This guy looks like a man who enjoys style over substance.
That couch.
I'm thirsty, kitty. Where are you? Another picture of himself. He's such a fucking asshole. I hate this guy. Who has pictures of himself everywhere? It's not even like pictures of him doing stuff. They're portraits. He's fucking like it's not like, oh, I remember doing that. It's just
he's a major dickhead, yeah, for sure.
Kitty's in a coma too. Yeah, the guy who fell at the skating rink fell on it. Oh, another coma right there.
Head injury. Head injury. Like it's your fault you were sneaking behind a door frame. So why does this guy have so much ice cream? Uh-huh.
I'm starving to fucking death! Give me food! Yes!
She actually named her cat Fluffy.
Well, it's not her cat.
Oh, right. Is that... How did she know that he had a cat, though?
I don't know, but I think it may have been something in the wallet.
Oh, okay.
I missed it. I wasn't paying attention. Yeah, Baskin-Robbins product placement was pretty bad.
Yeah, I can't figure out why there was so much ice cream in the fridge. Also, I love how all of the labels were turned directly out. It was like so
I can
perfect.
see how this fucking OCD shithead would have all his labels facing the same way. Like, gotta be organized. He probably has some, like, assistant that does it for him. If they don't do it, he, like, probably, like, takes an iron and, like burns them or something. Fucking psycho. I love this piano.
So by this point, if this guy wasn't a complete moron, he would have figured out that she is...
Well, he is. That's why he's, like, challenging her right now.
Right, but I'm saying, like, he would have already figured it out.
I will say, though, like, need to be pretty careful about accusing that. Like, you want to have all your ducks in a row.
Yeah,
right?
That's true.
Because you'd come off like the most insensitive shithead ever.
I guess you could just... I mean, he could just think she's a total idiot, too. That's very possible.
That's true,
Like,
too.
you don't know which car is yours, you a moron?
Oh, God, that woman needs to stop acting. She's bummed me out. Shemp.
See? You called it.
Joe Fusco. I actually work with someone named Joe Fusco. It's great.
It's a great name.
He was about to hit a car's wing nut with a hammer. I don't think he was that lucid. I don't know. Don't think
also, did that guy look like a man who would end up with Sandra Bullock?
And then him going like this? Yeah, I'm fucking thumping her ass.
Yeah, you know, I've been cheating on this attractive man with full hair
and he was a partner.
He lives in a penthouse in Chicago with this grease monkey, fucking handyman who beats on cars with hammers and talks about how he got tickets to Ice Capades. That guy is almost as dumb as her.
We missed something.
I think they're checking if he has a boner.
Did she reach in?
Yep, he's got a boner, all right.
Let me feel for a few more seconds. That was gross.
That's horrible.
That's gross.
It's pretty gross, yeah.
Ma!
Every romantic comedy has to have someone go, Ma!
The music is shit, Professor Gascan. I fucking hate it.
Yeah, it's bad.
It's almost like it's constantly insulting the audience.
I love this guy. Love this guy. He says, every time he says a line, he does that. I gotta talk to you.
This guy's an asshole. What the? And they were not nice panties. Those were granny panties.
They were granny panties, yep.
That's good.
Well, I guess I'll just invite myself in here.
See, she's doing the right thing, everyone. I know in your brain you're going, wait, that doesn't make any sense. But you're an idiot, and this movie's smart.
Please, movie, tell me how I should live my life. No, they don't.
I actually think that this conversation didn't actually happen, and she's just hallucinating it, because she's a psycho. She's like, yeah, Saul did tell me this.
This just took place after Gravity, and she has severe PTSD. She's imagining all of it.
Xenoborg, again, you're being rational. Stop being rational.
He was trying to put her high heels on. Well, God.
What? They ran into each other in the fucking hall? Oh, hey, Saul, how's it going? Why is everyone going to...
This is the weirdest. I don't understand any of this.
My dick. No. It's Cat Williams. What is he doing in there?
Trying on her shoes. And then apparently smashing his head into the wall. Because that's what people do in this movie.
Can't figure out how to unlock this door. I'll just burn the door down with my lighter.
Well, she also left Joe Jr. in her apartment unsupervised.
Yeah, it's like leaving a Doberman.
The man who just pulled out a pair of her panties. Just gonna throw that out there. Wow, is that from IKEA?
That's way uglier. I would try to take the other seat.
That couch, it's a little like my couch.
A little bit.
My couch is ugly.
That one's uglier, though.
Yeah, it is. But my couch, the cushions are so bad, we had to close the cushions because the zippers broke with safety pins. And sometimes one will just poke you in the ass. It's true.
I love LA. I love it.
That's right, guys. Every time I stream, I get poked in the ass at least once with a safety pin. It's true.
You know, if I saw that couch, I would never think it came from a dead person's place.
Wow. So true. What are you doing? Oh, please, sir, please.
They ended up murdering everyone on the 57th floor.
This couch is really going to go great in this apartment.
It'll look perfect.
You know that every time I move, I have to try and squeeze my furniture through the door. So when I enjoy the majesty of film, that is what I want to see. I want to see people trying to move a couch into an apartment.
Oh man, you spilled Pacific Cooler all over the floor.
Never buy white carpet. I think this guy knows at this point. He's just like, yeah, let's just fuck up his apartment. My brother's an idiot. I don't like him.
Well, looks like you're never going to get out now.
Yeah, no kidding. Well, I guess we'll hang out in the apartment all night. That is a fair point. I don't know if you want to be around Sandra Bullock, though. You're likely to get a head injury.
Okay, is someone gonna slip somewhere where some...
So I didn't give away this part of the movie, but I think you all know what's happening here. And that is why this movie is somehow... You think it's horrible, and then she gets even worse. It just gets worse and worse.
Loved cats. Flat chest. Man, she's being pretty hard on herself.
Yeah, what?
I'm only a B cup. Are they making out or are they just like nuzzling each other? Like, what is...
The director told them to make out and they weren't comfortable with it, so they did that. Whatever that is supposed to be.
I think they're like licking peanut butter off each other's necks or something. I don't know.
I think someone glued them to each other and they just don't know what to do.
It was Peter Boyle with the glue gun.
Look at them. Look at them still doing it. But they're not even doing anything. They're just like kind of... He's awkwardly bending down. They got like a 7-foot tall guy.
Do you think they're just on a shit ton of painkillers and they're just like freaking out? It's like, let's just huddle. Let's just huddle. Wear off.
The guy's just sitting there the whole time going, please cut the shot. Please cut the shot. Just cut the shot. Stupid dolly. Doggy poopy.
Where? I don't see any poop anywhere.
There was no poop there. Also, he made antique wooden chairs, and he used to bring sofas over to my apartment unannounced. That's why you remind me of him.
From dead people.
We're right back and use the bathroom.
Okay. Time for someone to slip. Ah. Hey everyone. Oh. Hopefully we're back now. Hopefully we're back. I think we're back. It's not going up and down anymore like crazy. Sorry about that. Good thing we record locally, so we'll have a full episode on YouTube still. People slipping again. No one's learning about comas. They would not be... There's literally cleared sidewalks everywhere. They could just walk on the cleared sidewalks. Instead, they're sliding around in ice. I think someone saw that snowball scene in Groundhog Day and went, I want that in this movie, and then it's like 1,000 times worse in this movie, so that's great. Yeah, their chemistry is really weird too. I'm not really understanding it. Yeah, go.
What did he ask her to do?
It's either me or him.
Oh, okay. Just scratching my bare ass here.
His butt hurts. Oh no. Oh no. Sage-like black man, clear me up!
Yeah, what's going on?
Also, is this his office?
I don't know. Yeah, he works on a bridge apparently.
Yeah. Marines were very upset about that comment.
That is a fair point. Is that how these people watch? When I'm at the hospital and someone's asleep, I just read a book. I don't play fake poker with them.
No, he really is right for Sandra Bullock. He's really good at role-playing and imagining things that aren't actually happening.
Yeah, he's great at talking to people who are asleep.
Is this high-low? That's a great joke. Oh, God. Except for your vagina that you got right now. I'm digging that. Digging your vag that you got. It's pretty alright. Ha! Did you hear that? Radio Robo, is this high-low when they're playing cards?
Yeah, I saw that.
That's great. Yeah, like Reagan. Is she wearing suspenders? What does she work for? A moving company?
Suspenders had a little bit of a resurgence back in the 90s. Remember that?
Yeah.
That went away real quick. What
it's true. There are a lot of Nazis in Argentina. That's true. That is not a lie.
What does that have to do with anything,
Yeah.
though?
Is it the right time to bring it up? No.
What is that lady wearing?
I think she's wearing a doily on her head.
That is one of the top 2 most ridiculous outfits she's had so far. We need a 3-peat.
Look at her suspenders. They could not have given her a worse outfit.
No, she looks insane.
Fuck you! Fuck this lazy.
Do you guys remember how my supposed fiance is in a coma and is also his brother? Do you remember that? You know, the main plot of this movie? Do you remember that? Maybe you should kiss his brother now.
Oh, I hate mistletoes. I hate them.
Who?
I hate them.
No, it has nothing to do with mistletoe. Who the fuck would ever tell her to kiss the brother?
Yeah. No, you're completely right.
So this lady is so lonely, but she has this other chick right here that she's like already friends with. She could just hang out with her anytime, apparently, because they don't seem to fucking have anything going on.
Also, why wasn't she working with someone else the day that thing happened?
Yeah, that's true. She's here today, but the other day there was no one else at the toll booth, which I've never been to a fucking toll booth in Chicago, but I gotta say, I bet they have more than one employee working at once, generally.
You know what I love? I love Baskin Robbins. Freshly packed in a pint. It is so delicious. Baskin Robbins. TM. You know what I love about Baskin Robbins is how you go, oh, I like mint chocolate chip, and then you taste it and you go, this tastes like Dryers. And it's really no difference.
Coleman Francis, does this family do anything other than sit around and eat?
Talk about Nazis.
While eating.
Awkwardly leer while people are having conversations with people in comas.
What the hell?
It's a horse rain made out of flowers.
It's a winner's circle, wow.
That is the weirdest pickup line.
That is the best line in the movie so far, though, I gotta say. and then you opened up the hood and you hit it with a hammer.
And it still works after you hit it. Because that's how good Trans Ams are. I wish I had a Trans Am. None of my cars work anymore.
And another hammer.
Yeah, it broke both. Underwiz.
That character... You know what's funny about that character? He's the most unnecessary character in the movie, and he's also probably the best one. He's probably the most interesting character in the movie.
He's a total caricature, though.
Yeah, he's ridiculous.
How does this movie have 45 minutes left?
I don't know.
It feels like there's 20 minutes they could stretch out of this at this point, and some credits after that.
Maybe Bill Pullman just gives an extended version of his Independence Day speech.
That would be amazing if that happened.
That would bump it up a point.
Oh, so they introduced her just to introduce...
Yep. Don't you see? I'm not always on a bridge.
Sage-like black man straighten things out for me. That was a weak line.
That was a terrible line, and also the truest line in the movie.
Yeah.
I think maybe you should share a little bit of responsibility. You were the one that said you were going to be married to a guy in a coma and then began to schmooze with her brother and then let him go to a party with you. I think maybe a small, like a little bit of the responsibility might lie with you.
I thought Leaning was about like getting your career right, like Sheryl Sandberg or whatever her name is.
The leaning thing written by Bull Pillage.
Cheryl Zuckerberg.
I think it should be The Meaning of Leaning. That's a better name. Leaning! You want I should hit him with a hammer, eh? That's basically what I said. What? Where'd you get that off? Where does that come from? Well, actually, that makes kind of sense because this woman is like the most insecure woman who ever lived.
I am.
Your mind, your type. You know whose type she is? Joe Jackie Jr. there, who lives in the apartment and smashes things with a hammer. She's that guy's type. Thanks, Bird. I think the Bird's pissed off about the plausibility of all this.
That whole conversation there was ridiculous. All of a sudden, she's talking about like his dreams and aspirations and shit. Like,
yeah, why is she giving him advice? You know, I gotta say, obviously, very obviously, this movie is completely implausible. But the most implausible part of it all for me is that this woman doesn't just keep her mouth shut, right? Like,
yeah.
After all this shit and all these people believe her on something she clearly didn't, you know, she would be avoiding the fuck out of all these people. Like, she would show up to stuff maybe to try and, like, get them to believe her, but other than that, she would never talk to any of them unless she had to, because she'd be terrified.
Well, unless you're a sociopath.
Right, but the movie doesn't give that impression because, you know, she has a long monologue about how lonely she is. Oh no!
Is that Dick Clark I hear?
He woke up on New Year's Day. Or Eve.
She's gonna go away. She's gonna leave.
Yeah, that was great. She tried to leave.
Now, if I remember right, something really dumb's about to happen.
It is. Get ready. I could use some milk. Go get the cat. That woman is the worst actress. Holy shit.
She's bad.
It's so awful.
Ah!
Hi, who the fuck are you?
Yep, there you go.
Back to sleep now. I will go back to sleep.
Now Saul's gonna set things straight.
If you woke up from a coma for the first time, well, obviously I hope for the first time. I don't know how many times you'd wake up from a coma, but if you woke up from a coma and your whole family's standing around you and one person you didn't recognize, would the first thing you ask be, "Who are you?" Or wouldn't it be like, "Why the fuck am I in the hospital? What happened?"
So this movie's getting a lot darker.
Yeah. Now, let me tell you guys, did you guys think that there would be an amnesia thing in here? Because, talk about ludicrous here. Our son just woke up from a month-long coma. I think he's had enough excitement.
Yeah, and they're fine with it. They're fine with it. What the hell's going on?
Outski. I got some food to eat to sit around the table with my family and talk.
Got an episode of Matlock to watch.
What?
He's trying to see if he remembers the alphabet.
Oh, because he doesn't remember his fiance.
They don't show the next part that makes the movie a lot sadder when he just goes like QYXTSRQVD. It's like, ah.
Old Galligan and Son.
Jim Gaffigan and Sons.
Gaffigan and Son, yeah.
Oops. Oops. That was a minor boo-boo.
You know what's the biggest boo-boo of them all? Saying you were the fiance of a man who's in a coma.
I would say that would have been the catalyst to all this, yes.
The thing I find so funny about this movie is it keeps condemning this guy for making like some dumb mistakes when this woman made by far the largest mistake. It's not even close. It's so far beyond anything this guy's done. Think we could talk about leaning some more?
But I'll still be alone.
Am I supposed to believe that Bill Pullman and Peter Gallagher are really related?
No, you shouldn't.
Because they don't look anything alike. Like, it's not even like, oh yeah, brothers look no.
You got friend zone built.
I guess you got step bro zoned.
Well, time to slip and crack my head open like other people in this movie.
Please go into a coma. Please go into a coma.
That would save me.
That's it. I'm going to the train tracks.
And then she would wake up and say, I don't remember this guy, and then it'd be over.
We don't remember each other, so I guess it doesn't matter. It's fine.
Because everything works out.
2 for 2.
But the double twist would be
Do you want some Dunkin' Donuts?
The finest. Have you gone Dunkin' today? Dunkin's?
They go great with Ben and Jerry's.
I also brought you some milk. It's just a cat tin. Spills it everywhere. Then your stupid sports writer stun moves in across the street.
And then Marie just won't shut up.
My wife's a really bad actress. Have you noticed?
Yeah, that woman is something else, huh? Where did they dig her up? Because I don't remember her from anything.
Yeah, if you're making 6 tables and selling them, that's like gonna be like $12,000 at least.
Yeah, that's a lot of money.
In today's dollars, but yeah. If you're making tables for anthropology, they're like $7,000. Which makes no sense. Because like 12-person picnic table, $7,000. Like, why? Is that a reward or a punishment?
Yeah, that's like a reason not to go on the cruise. Shit, I'll take the one that sinks. I'll take that fucking Caribbean one that sunk in the ocean over Kathy Lee Gifford.
the guy who got too close to the shore and crashed in Italy.
Give me that guy as long as Kathy Lee's not there.
I hope this scene ends with, that's a good donut. Just...
I love how they got the Dunkin' Donuts, but he was eating a muffin. I don't know. Maybe, just maybe, she doesn't know him. Could that be it? I don't know.
These parents are insane. They would start getting a little suspicious, I think, at this point.
Oh, yeah, maybe just a little.
Yeah.
Just slightly.
Case Mock, you're right. He is Jesus. Bill Pullman's character. Ugh.
You told him about that?
Don't wink at me.
But I'll talk to you like you are. There's some bad line reads in this movie, I gotta say.
I think he's the best person in the movie.
Old guy?
Saul. But
Old guy kicks the shit out of everyone for sure.
No.
Peter Gallagher is bad in this.
I remember him being kind of bad.
I mean, I've only seen him read a few lines, but so far, not liking it.
He's a complete one-dimensional character.
Oh, yeah.
I gotta say, this movie's teaching some good lessons right now. Teaching some good lessons.
If you lie to everyone around you, but meet one kind old man, he'll convince everyone that they should listen to you and grow to love you. P.S. Thanks, Grandpa.
This will get me out of the lie. Convert to what?
Hey, maybe she will. You know, I gotta ask you, why is he a putz?
Because he's challenging the idea that he's actually known this woman.
Huh. Okay.
Yeah, again, good lessons.
That makes him a putz, and not her a total fucking asshole.
Coleman Francis. P.S. The heart of a man means his donger.
Donger. More dong than regular dong. Well, I'd like a sandwich. That's why I was asking you.
I thought he didn't lose any weight.
Yeah, yeah. He looks exactly the same. He's looking pretty. He has a good color in his face for someone who's been asleep for what? How long? Months?
Yeah.
I don't even know. Did it tell us? Oh, I guess it hasn't been that long. It's only been a couple weeks because they were talking about what to do at Christmas, and now it was New Year's when he woke up.
Right.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Bug eyes.
Yeah,
Now,
that was weird.
He must have got it from the mom.
Oh, here she comes.
What was that terrible show where she played the psychic lady?
Shit. I don't know. I know what you're talking about. I can't remember.
It was awful. The Profiler? Is that it?
Maybe. That might be it. That might be it.
This show is crap.
And that is the second black person in this movie.
Mm-hmm.
So one of them is
Baskin Robbins. Sorry.
It's back again. It's back again.
Hey, put some donuts on top of it.
Pay? How much did they pay?
Oh no, it's pretty heavy-handed.
It's like all over the fucking place. They're talking about the ice cream. You know that doesn't taste as good as ice cream. She's like...
She's attractive.
She has such a multifaceted personality. It's like she has like 31 different flavors or something. It's crazy.
Just thinking about ice cream.
I tried to say that without laughing, but I couldn't do it.
I can get a 3 scoop for $4.30. That's so large. He just walked away. He just fucking walked away.
That's what I would do too. I'd be like, I don't care.
That makes Bill Pullman kind of an asshole.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It's his brother.
I know you're
Coma.
I know you're mad at him.
But even though he didn't do anything other than go into a coma. Saul.
There's another black man.
Yeah, we found one. course, he's an extra, so they probably got him from like central casting or something.
I was worried he wouldn't be in there on the next shot, like coming off the elevator.
He disappeared between the floors.
Already made their floor. Everyone's great in this movie. That guy. That's the guy from Veep, I think.
I didn't get a good look at him.
Oh no,
yeah,
it's not the guy from
shit.
Veep though. Just had the same hair.
Why is she wearing an engagement ring when she didn't get engaged to him?
That's a right hand.
No, it's on her left hand also.
Oh, well, I don't know. Maybe she's doing that little trick that people do now where they wear rings and they're not actually engaged, but they just do it to, like, not be bothered.
Maybe. Based on that character, I could see that happening. That's true.
You got pal. Oh, the nurses are colluding. All right.
Thank you, man.
Thank you, gentle giant, with your
I'm glad you're
soft-spoken
here
ways.
in my room for some reason.
I think Serendipity's worse than this movie, personally.
Serendipity's really bad.
I think it's a worse movie than this, just slightly. Why do people faint all the time? Do they lock their knees a lot in movies?
Well, they need an excuse to hit their head, you see.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the reaction. See, this is what I'm talking about with the romantic comedies, where someone does something horrible. Listen to me. I'm going to get right in the camera. Someone does something horrible. He just called that woman better looking than the other woman right in front of her while they're on a date. And then he goes like, "But you're better looking on the third floor, you know." And she's like, "Oh, you're sweet."
Yeah, which makes her a complete idiot.
That would never happen. Don't ever say that, guys. To anyone.
That dress is ugly as fuck.
That's horrible.
It's so bad.
It's horrible. Yeah, then Colin Francis, what is she wearing? I think she's trying to do some kind of like anthropology experiment or something.
I think she took Peter Doyle's glue gun and then glued it on the front of.
Please don't wear that to a wedding.
Oh, that looks better. Just wear that instead.
Yeah, you'd be better off wearing the nightgown than
Yeah.
than that dress.
Oh, wow. Does this snow in Florence? I guess.
I don't think. It's
I
pretty warm.
Yeah.
Italy's pretty warm.
Pretty warm. Northern Italy, it snows, but I didn't know Florence was that far north, but I'm bad at geography, so maybe I'm dumb.
Well, you're American.
Yeah, I just don't care.
That's an American.
Yeah.
Americans are terrible at geography.
Ha ha ha.
I guess we will.
I should see if Son-in-Law is on here. On the Netflix with Pauly Shore.
Oh boy.
I think
it's been a long time since I saw that, but I would surely be willing.
I don't even remember that movie. I remember it being the best Pauly Shore movie, possibly. Encino Man.
Encino Man. Encino Man's better.
Well, Encino Man has Radmobile, so...
Yeah. Encino Man has Wheeze in the Juice.
Yeah, Wheeze in the Juice. Fucking... Is Encino Man on Netflix?
No, it's not. I've checked.
Another one of those movies.
Yeah, oh, I love Encino Man, dude. That movie's funny.
It is pretty funny.
The greatest shots. These terrible shots.
You're supposed to be alone. Dude, Pauly Shore month. Coleman Francis, that's...
Are you insane? You should marry the Coma guy's brother.
He has no context. There's a lot of stuff before that did. What?
Did they seriously... Tomorrow?
That seems bad. That seems like a bad wish. Oh, I guess I gotta settle with this rich guy. Oh, that's right. Oh my God, that's right. I forgot. Oh, wow.
Now you remember.
Oh my fucking God. Fuck you, movie. Fuck you.
Now you have remembered.
Oh my God. Fucking come on.
Are you ready?
Sets are expensive. That's literally what this scene is. Sets are expensive.
They didn't want to get a church. Even though this guy even said, like, he gets courtside tickets to the fucking Knicks and stuff or whatever. Or the Bulls, I mean. And he still decided to get married in the hospital chapel.
Hey.
Or whatever.
It's like that stupid thing assholes always say where it's like, the reason why rich people are rich is because they don't spend their money. No, the reason why rich people are rich is because they're rich. Because
being rich makes you more money.
Yeah. It's so stupid. Look at him just like grousing behind Peter Gallagher. You look good. You look good. I fucking hate you.
Want to take the train?
Your outfit, you look like you are a fucking World War II nurse. What the fuck are you wearing?
Yeah, she does. That's true. That's a good point. Well, I made a chair. I didn't know what to do. It was a really nice chair, to be fair, but, you know.
What?
That lady.
Bitches love my
I went with it for a month, and I said I would marry him because I am
It was months, I think.
No, that's why I said it wasn't months because the guy was talking about letting her off Christmas, and then he woke up on New Year's. So it only could have been
3 weeks, a month.
Yeah.
They would be really weirded out by her.
Yep. They would think she's completely insane. You were any of those things because they thought that you were... You're just insane. You're an insane person, and you need to be committed.
It's beautiful.
And today is our Independence Day.
He just leans into the shot between them. Today's our Independence Day, just like we're all like.
Yeah, that green couch is really ugly. Yep.
Well,
this plot is just as stupid as everyone involved in it.
You know, Sandra Bullock's character is a lot like Curious George in this movie. You know, she did like 1,000 things wrong, but she did one thing right. So it's okay.
Yeah, but it's fine. Yeah, exactly. All fixed.
You drank all my milk. I'm really mad.
You know, this is the second time we've seen her cat. The rest of the time, she's like, there's no cat around.
Go away! Go away, dude! What are you doing?
I just want to say that I'm still in this movie, okay?
So I was at that wedding.
I was thinking I would break all your stuff with a hammer. And then we get some hot dogs. Hey.
Yeah, don't get fat. Oh, man, these are rough. Movie's already over 90 minutes. Oh.
Well over. Right? Yeah.
Coma Francis says, great point. Back to General Hospital after these messages. Yeah.
Wait, why is he sad?
I think someone broke up with him. I don't know.
Oh, that girl on the third floor who he said wasn't as hot as her in the middle of a date? I wonder if that's who broke up with him. Bert's really getting upset about the outcome of this movie. This music! Will you marry my family? Creepily?
Is this the same music from Kindergarten Cop?
No, but it sounds a lot like it. It's really
You know what I'm saying? It's very similar.
Mm-hmm.
Are you reading the lines off a teleprompter when you want on SNL?
I think they taped it to the toll booth window. Just below the frame.
But I can go out there!
So do these people have a car, or do they just walk up to toll booths and...
That was the worst cash register bell sound ever.
Foley King. All your Foley needs.
Ah, finally the payoff! They can kiss! For reals.
So he's going to make her a chair, and then that other guy's going to smash it with a hammer.
This is weird.
This is the creepiest proposal of all time. Whole family shows up to make a wedding proposal at her toll booth where she works.
Oh, damn it. My thing just disconnected. Let's see.
The stream did or what?
I think it's back on now.
Okay. Life doesn't always turn out the way you plan.
Let's use the same sets again.
Yeah, they saved some money with that. And then they made $180 million.
And we ate ice cream all night.
Hey, that's the name of this movie!
Oh. Dusty Springfield and Daryl Hall. Good end song.
Now, I'm just gonna list off a couple. I'm just gonna do this right now. Characters in this movie that did not need to exist at all. We've got Joe Jr. We've got Fiance, right? Not Peter Gallagher, but We've got Fiance's husband. He did not need to be there at all. No reason. Let's see, who else we got? We've got Sage Like Black Man really didn't do anything either. He was just a plot pusher.
Yeah, he was a plot pusher.
Almost everyone in this movie had absolutely no bearing on the plot, except for like 3 characters.
You needed the family for...
The family was necessary because that was part of the point.
Yeah.
She was lonely. Yeah. But everything else, yeah, that was it. It had no bearing on what happened.
Fucking Coleman Francis. No one put out 1 out of 10.
That's true. That's true. All these people fall in love without ever having sex. Wouldn't you, I mean, what happened if you ended up, they ended up being, like, extremely horrible in bed? Then it'd be, like, puritanical Christian shit.
They're horrible, that's fine. But if they're horrible in bed, that's a deal breaker.
Both are.
Yeah.
Both are a deal breaker, I gotta say.
Oh, man.
That movie is funny as shit. I forgot how funny that movie was.
I remembered it being pretty funny, so
that's one of my favorite episodes we've done, I think. I don't know about you guys, but I had a lot of fun watching that movie.
Yeah, I'm actually right in line with a lot of people, and I saw this movie for the first time. Man, it was probably like 07, 08 I saw it, and that was the one time I had seen it before this, and I gave it a 3 to myself. I watched it by myself, and I was like, this is a 3.
Oh God,
it is,
watching this movie by yourself? I can't even imagine.
I was mad.
Like.
I was so mad because I was like, this movie's great. Like, it's a great 3, though. It sounds so weird. Like, there are those movies that are really bad, but you still are like, I enjoyed watching that movie because it was so stupid.
Yeah, it's straight up idiotic. But it was funny as shit, for sure.
Man, I wish we could have watched Abduction. I was really curious about that movie, but
yeah,
still.
It's too bad. Maybe it'll show back up. I doubt it, but you know, we'll keep an eye, see what else comes up. Maybe some movies that I don't know. I think there's a way to find out when a movie's going to leave Netflix. I'm not sure, but I know that they used to list when they would go off, so maybe they still have it somewhere. I'm going to try and figure that out so we don't have to switch at the last second like we've had to do before.
Yeah, it sucks.
Yeah, it's annoying. So I'll keep an eye on it.
Oh. So how was what would you give the movie?
I don't know. I'd say I would give this movie a 4. It's a bad movie, but the plot is cohesive. It's just really dumb and also completely immoral. But being immoral doesn't make a movie bad. It just insane.
I would have said it would have been a 4 for me too until they had that wedding scene in the
wedding scene in the really
hospital.
Is bad. Yeah, it's like unacceptably bad, especially that the husband just shows up. Like, he knows where their wedding is. He knows that his girlfriend is going to the wedding of the guy that he proposed to behind his back in the first place.
Yeah.
So he wouldn't even know where she's going, and yet he still knows to go there. Like that
It's
whole
confusing.
scene is completely ludicrous. Yeah. So I can understand that, but yeah, I would still give it a 4. It's a terrible movie, but it makes sense. It's just awful, basically.
Man, we've been on a pretty bad streak of movies now.
Yeah, I feel like maybe we should do something that's not so terrible. So thank God we're doing Footloose.
You know, I actually think the original Footloose is not going to be that bad.
No, it's better than most of the movies we do on here.
I'm really worried about the remake. I have no idea how bad that's going to be. No
I can't
clue.
even imagine. I can't imagine.
Juliana Huff's a terrible actress. Like, really, really bad. You know what movie I wish we could do? I only saw 10 minutes of it, and I've saved it. Because I was like, no, I can't watch this anymore. It's too stupid, and I have to watch it with other people. And I can't get anyone to watch it with me. It's Rock of Ages with Tom Cruise and Russell Brand and Juliana Huff.
I haven't seen that. I have not seen that.
Dude, I watched 10 minutes of that movie. I caught it about a half hour in, and the scene that was going on was Juliana Huff was working at a strip club, but the strip club wasn't topless. I love when movies do that.
That sounds like a great strip club.
I love when movies do that. It's like what that Pat Benatar Love is a Battlefield video where they paid dimes to dance with girls.
Yeah.
It's like, these places don't exist. They've never existed anywhere.
No one would go there. It would be out of business in a week.
Watch They Live.
Is that on Netflix?
It may be. Big Trouble in Little China is definitely on Netflix. I fucking hate that movie a lot. Like, it may be a 1 for me. I really dislike it.
Fan, but you despise it.
I think it's trash. I really hate John Carpenter though. Like, I think no director's career has made me more upset than John Carpenter's career. Guy is a fucking self-involved shitheel, and he still gets to make movies, even though he has made... Has he made a good movie, like, ever? The Thing was okay.
I like The Thing.
Yeah. And Starman's not terrible.
Yeah, Starman's alright. I think They Live is a bad movie, but They Live is an entertaining movie.
Yes.
In its badness, it is very entertaining. So
it's pretty hard in the middle, though. Like, it's the first 30 minutes of that movie is great, and then it gets kind of boring. But yeah.
Yeah.
Big Trouble in Little China is the best movie ever made. Cool.
I don't know if I'd go that far. That's a little absurd. But
yeah.
Let's wrap it up. I mean,
we've
got Footloose next week, and then we've got Footloose, the modern version, the next week after that. That should be fun. And I guess we'll have to figure out some movies for...
yeah, we don't have any other ones listed now.
We'll get it sorted out.
All right, well, thank you everyone for joining us this week on short notice. I almost feel like I shouldn't put my movies up in advance anymore because it doesn't even matter.
Yeah.
It's just like Netflix will just remove them.
Well, we will see you all next Sunday when you wake up from your coma at Sunday at noon Pacific, or I guess 3 p.m. Eastern.
All right. Yeah, well, thank you, everyone. We'll see you again next week on Mockflix.
Thanks for watching.